Good evening, YouTube. I'd like to introduce you to the most heart-gripping, trauma-filled series that you'll ever experience. Tales from the Square. Disclaimer: some of these stories may be told while I indulge in alcoholic beverages, so please excuse the slur or mispronounce words. Enjoy yourselves. What's up, YouTube? I know I've been kind of lazy. I've been kind of stuck, actually. I've been confused trying to figure it out, but this Aunt G from the Common Sense Media Group presents. Today it ain't the squad. Today I'm gonna bring y'all a story. I'm gonna bring y'all a series. This is the beginning of the series called Tales from the Square. Now I won't use the whole entire name of the neighborhood because I don't have their consent, even though it's not the name anymore, but it don't matter. I don't have their consent, and I won't use names. The graveyard. Now I know that sounds weird, like what he about to be on, but the graveyard is more about a story about me and a particular friend of mine's, but his cousin also know the story too. So if he hear this, he probably laugh. But so me and my particular friend, I would say I would give you his first initial, just D. No homo. So his first initial is D. So my friend D, me and my friend D, we grew up together. That was my homie. Like we tried to do everything together. Like his house was like the first time you could actually like binge play video games inside, cause this is the early 90s. Like you go outside, but sometimes we'll just sit in there and just play the game, and it's like it's not a bunch of us, but it's a lot of us. Like so, and like we gotta be careful because it's like crackheads around, and it's summertime. Because I get sick in the wintertime. You can't. I ain't outside in the wintertime. It's me, a humidifier, and God in the room talking to each other for like 5-6 hours because I can't do nothing because I can't breathe. Always got sick in the wintertime. So it's summertime. And, it's funny because the crackheads is telling on you, because they're in a position to do it because they usually probably going in somebody's house they're not supposed to be going into. That's here nor there. But me and D, we was homies. Like, so guess when his mom went to work, I'll come holler at him. Probably early in the morning too. I don't know why I used to get up like 8, 9 in the morning for no reason. I was just riding around the neighborhood by myself. Everybody still asleep. I look crazy. My mom used to tell me that. I remember that too. That was crazy. But when he woke up, I knock on the door. I knock on the back window. All right. And he'll pull the curtain, pull the blind, see what it is. Got to the door. Figuring out what's going on for the day. Like we really had something to do. But let's start with the Street Fighter 2. So he had Street Fighter 2. It wasn't Turbo Edition, but Turbo Edition wasn't out yet. So, hey, Street Fighter still was high back then. It was like $30-some. And that was a lot in the early 90s. So, we binge playing Street Fighter 2, and I wasn't good at it. I was okay. Like, he was great at it. Like, he threw the Hadouken like 20 straight times. Like, the shit was unfair. So, his cousin, I'm going to say his name was Key. He lived like the building adjacent from it. So he'll come over, and he always got something to eat. Like he always had a part tarts or noodles or something as he came over. Like, hey, I understand you got to feed yourself in the morning. So we didn't understand that. He understood at an early age you got to get that breakfast. Got to get that breakfast in. So, he'll come over, and we still playing the game. And eventually I done lost about 10 matches, so I gave the controller to him and playing the game. So eventually all of us unite together or whatever, get together, and, just start about our day. Either we riding bikes, trying to make a ramp, trying to find the mattress, that mattress. So we had woods behind our building too, and it was like a mini dumping ground for whatever you didn't want. And I meant whatever no one wanted, it was back there. So, whatever we could do to have fun. But see, me and my friend, we hung around each other so much that we used to get into it. Like, everybody got that friend that you get into it with. Like, I don't care what happens. It's like once a week or maybe twice a week y'all get into it, And it may come to blows. That's what it is. I mean, I believe this was a true friendship because I think we fought over 50 times a month. But we hung together like almost every day. So it didn't matter. So, we're out playing or whatever, and things will get a little hectic at times. Like, we'll be playing football or something by the building, and you know how the hood it was. Like, they had the air conditioners, the units on the outside. Yeah, we the type of kids that just use those as like out of bounds, but it really wasn't out of bounds. If you got hit on it, it didn't matter because you're already there. It don't matter if you're out of bounds, you're gonna get hurt. So we might have an instance. Somebody might push somebody close to the air conditioner or something, and we'll get into it. It don't matter. Me and him just arguing, looking crazy, and he's light skinned. So when he argued, like he really upset. His face get red, like, and I was like black, so it didn't matter. You didn't know if I was angry or what in the summertime, so it didn't matter. So I knew he'll get upset, and I still probably say something slick, knowing that my fighting skills is not to par yet, like him and D and Key spar all the time with slap boxing, and they used to get, crazy, but they'll fight each other like every other day. I guess it was, getting the skills up, getting the hands right. And I had a sister, and she was older, so I can't just walk up to her and just start slap boxing her, like, and she could fight, so she would have probably slammed me. So I refrained from that. So this is how I got my experience. The graveyard. So the graveyard is a specific spot that I picked out for all our battles. Like, so, and it wasn't even to my advantage. I just thought that this was the place. If you're going to fight, this is where you're going to fight. Back here by, the turtle ditch, or where all the broken bull bottles are. This is it. This is it. This is the arena. I could use some of this stuff, not knowing that you gotta engage first before you get to that point. So I picked the graveyard every time. I mean, we're about to like literally swing on each other, and I'll stop him and in the middle of the fight, wait. And he'll stop. I don't know why he'll stop. He just stopped. We can take this to the graveyard. The graveyard. It's just a slice of grass, and there's a ditch on the other side, and it's full of like hot fries, potato chip bags, like broken bottles, stuff like that, cracked valves, the typical hood stuff. So we get back there, and I'm amped. I'm always amped. I don't know why I'm amped to go to the graveyard, knowing that my skill level in hands is low at the very moment. He's been sparring for the past couple of months, And I don't get out in the wintertime too, so I miss that extra sparring time. So, because I'm trying to live, because I can't breathe. So at that point, we get back there. The summertime was most of our fights because that's the only time I'll be outside. So we out there, we back there, and the fight we get to it. First we do the usual ritual that kids do. We lock up and we walk around with each other's shoulders. We'll put a mom on the other shoulder, knock it off about 50 times. The fight started at 6. Here it is, 8 o'clock. No one's hit anyone yet. So Keon's is just, I'm sorry. Key, I'm sorry. Key is pretty much like, all right, this is boring. I can't stand out here no longer. My mom's already calling me. It's getting late. So he'll do something to entice the fight. Maybe a little nudge here or there. He'll grab a hand and make it somehow hit the other guy's face. Like, oh, that's it. That's all it took. So we'll get to fighting. And I'm just swinging for the heels at this point because I'm not great at it, but I figure like I'm already in it and then I got to swing. And he's just, I'm missing, he's connecting, pop, pop, pop. But he's my friend. I honestly say he's my friend because he might punch me really hard one time with his knuckles. And the other two would be slaps. So it'd be like, I'm showing mercy. Just stop, right? So, but my pride won't let me do that because I'm back. We in the graveyard. I picked this spot. This is predestined. So my pride won't let me do that. So I said, all right, well, obviously the hands is not working. So I'm looking at myself like, you got to break out the feet, what I'm saying? You got to start, using these kicks that you see on Power Rangers, like that Green Ranger kick is effective, But it's not effective if you never practice it on a person and they just, lean back and let you hit the ground. So I tried one of the kicks and I missed, but I was able to get my hands under me. And see, I'm fighting my friend. So my friend, he's really like letting me get back up. He could have kicked me down and just destroyed me, but he let me get back up. And Key, he's still bored with the fight because he know this ain't real deal. So he's still enticing it on from the sidelines. Well, on the green transformer, everybody have. That was like the watching area for the fight. So I'm trying these kicks, it's not working. And then I connected one time in his stomach. And you know how kids are when you get hit really hard once and then you go into that breathing motion. So I saw that. That was like my first time seeing it, right? So I didn't understand what was happening. I thought, he just breathing hard. It's not effective. Well, I didn't, I guess kids get like a little surge of energy, like, or strength for that little bit of time. And they really go at what they need to go at. So, so I kicked him, and I stepped back and I'm looking at him. It's dark now, but he's light skinned, so I can see him. The moonlight is hitting him perfect. Like, I can see him. So I'm like, oh man, he's breathing hard, and like his shoulders keep going up and down. It's looking like he's gaining muscle. So, said, okay, well, I got to end this fight now. So I got to try another kick. So he comes in and I try another kick and I miss. And you know how kids grab your leg when you do like that spin kick and you hopping on that one leg? Yeah, that happened to me. So he just lift me up. Boom, on the ground. Boom. I was like, oh, it's over now. I know it's about to happen. So it was like, that UFC ground and pound. We was doing that in the hood a long time ago. They should give us our props on that. But I covered up. Right before. So my covering skills was good. My defensive on the ground was okay. I can cover up. I can lock you up, move around you like a snake almost. Because I'm trying to get out of there. So that fight was like the first fight in the graveyard. It was many more. It was many more. I know Key, he witnessed at least 30 of those fights himself. Just him. You know, there was other people that came, other friends that came and watched the graveyard fights. We should have charged for the graveyard. I got a little better as time went on, but he was still his record was still better than mine. You know, I'll say he lost maybe 6% of the fights. You know, that's cool. You know, because it's always a moral to every tale or lesson told. So with that, now that I got older, you know, like when I started getting into stuff, I'm strategic. I still pick my spots, my places where I want to fight. Like everything is still the graveyard for me. But now I just use the objects that's around me, and my hands a little bit better too. So I appreciate them graveyard fights. I appreciate the square. I hope soon we can all get back together. We can do our show. Also, with the Common Sense Media Group, hey, comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all think. Should I keep this going or should I not? I got some wild stories for y'all. Comment, subscribe at Laugh First on YouTube, Laugh First. But if you can't find it, look it up under Common Sense Media Group Presents. Thank y'all for y'all time. I'm out.